Good afternoon. I've got old violin 247. This is an old French violin from around 1920 era, maybe a little prior. It's from the Laberte Humbert company that made violins in Mirecourt. This particular violin is in very good condition. It has two lines of purfling. It has an inside line of regular purfling, and then it has a rope purfling on the outside. There were quite a few of these made by different companies, but this is a Laberte Humbert version of this style violin. Very good condition. Has a nice little design on the back too, kind of like a DeSalo model violin. It is French from around 1920 and is in good condition. No cracks on the top. It did have a seam repair under the tailpiece that you can see a little bit, but it's in good condition. I've had the top off and checked it out really good. So new pegs, fingerboard's been planed and polished, has helicore strings, has a classical gut bridge, kind of medium action, plays nice. I can lower it if someone needs it a little lower. But overall, it's a nice condition, original violin from the 20s that is French. The tonal characteristics of this violin are very pleasing. It has good power, good projection. It's very clean and clear, yet it's still a really sweet sounding instrument. I was playing it before I sat down to make this video, and makes me sound pretty good. Maybe I should keep this one. Very sweet. The tone really sings and projects well. It has a very high quality tone. Not as dark as some of these violins for bluegrass, but this is a violin that a really good player would love, and probably even a classical player would really go for this tone. So it's more of a sweeter tone than they normally, like a typical classical violin. This is a much sweeter violin than that, although it has a good amount of good violin's tone to it. very good sounding instrument. This is an instrument that if you saw it in a violin shop, it would probably be $4,500 or so, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. But it's a nice, clean instrument that a good classical player would enjoy. However, I've got it set up for fiddling more or less. More of a classical bridge, but I have it set up with a configuration for a fiddler, and with helicore strings, which a lot of fiddlers like. However, you can, once you own the violin and are going to keep it, you can put any kind of strings you want to on it. It's a really nice old fiddle. It has some good value, and it plays good. Many of these old Mirecourt fiddles don't sound as good as this one. This one really plays and sounds excellent. So you've got a good pedigree on it. It's a nice, clean instrument. So if you have any questions or want to see pictures or anything, please email me, and I'll do the best I can at sending those and answering any questions you have. Have a trial period on any of the violins I sell, and I really want people that buy them to be thrilled. If not, send them back. And I sell so many fiddles. I have fiddlers coming over here all the time, and so there's plenty of. In other words, if whoever, this might not be the fiddle for everyone, but I know that someone will like it. It's a good fiddle. Old violin, 247, an old Mirecourt, France. Laberte Humbert violin. Thanks for watching.